Hi, it's Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you my collection of Makeup Revolution palettes. So, just look at this. Oh my god. I have 28 palettes from Makeup Revolution, and to be honest, this is the largest collection of palettes from one brand. I personally like to watch these kind of videos where other bloggers show their collection of eyeshadows or lipsticks or collection of cosmetics in general, and therefore I decided to film this video. But firstly, collection of eyeshadow palettes from one brand for now. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see my full collection of eyeshadow palettes. So let's start. I'll start with these palettes. I have a magnetic palette with refills, and here we have some glitters and shimmer shadows. I'll show you some swatches. And you can see these beautiful purple pinky shades, and also these glitters are so good. Just look at this glitter, so beautiful. I have 4 Revolution Pro Regeneration palettes, and this one called Trans Mischief Maker. We have some colorful shadows, mostly this palette with shimmer shadows. We have only 2 matte shades. Next palette is called Trans Mischief Mattes. Here we have only matte shadows. Also, this palette is so colorful. I did some rainbow looks with this palette because we have all rainbow colors. I love this palette so much. This is Restoration palette, and this one is more natural for everyday makeup, and as you can see, I used this palette a lot. This palette is suitable for those who like natural everyday makeups or nude makeups, or also with this palette you can make some evening makeup. The last one from Revolution Pro is Trans Celestial. Here we have planets. You can see Earth, Mars, some comet, star, universe. Oh, I love this palette so much, precisely because this is my favorite palette. I used it a maximum of 2 times. Okay, moving on to these palettes. Here we have also some natural palette, which is called Ultra Naturals eyeshadow palette. As you can see, here we have some beige brown matte shadows. This palette is perfect for everyday makeup. Also, I have the same palette, but this one with shimmer shadows, as you can see, and I used it more than previous. This one called Ultra Metals eyeshadow palette. These shadows are so pigmented. And I have colorful palette from this collection. As you can see, here we have some neon shades, and I used this shadow so many times. I love these blue colors and of course these neon shades. So this palette is called Ultra Color Explosion. Also, I have this beautiful highlighter palette. This is Ultra Strobe Bomb palette. We have blue, purple, yellow, pinky highlighters. I'll show you some swatches. Moving on to this palette. This is blush and highlighter palette, which is called Blush Dream palette. And here we have some pinky blush and also so beautiful highlighters. And the last one from this collection is Brow Palette. This is HD Pro Brows. We have products for darker brows or light brows, also some gel highlighter. I used more this one. So now I'll show you these beautiful palettes. It was Christmas collection. This one called Abracadabra. Just look at these glitters. This is my favorite one. This one looks like chameleon because here we have some green, red, pinky glitters. I also love this blue, so stunning. The next one is called Hot Pursuit. This is red palette. We have some pinky red glitters. And the last one from this collection is gold palette with some orange glitters. Now I'm gonna show you this section. I'll start with these palettes. This is Fortune Favors the Brave palette. When I saw this palette, I just fell in love because just look at this. Here we have some beige, brown, neutral shadows, also with some greeny blue and purple shadows. With this palette I did smoky eyes. Also this palette is perfect for like everyday's makeup and evening makeup. I think this is a universal palette, so I recommend it to you, and the quality is so good. So guys, this is my first palette from Makeup Revolution, Flawless Eyeshadow Palette. Here we have also some neutrals, brown, nude shades. These shadows are pigmented, easy to blend. The next palette that I wanted to show you is this Galaxy palette, which is called Forever Flawless Constellation Palette. Dun, 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 dun. And again, here we have shadows with the names of the planets. You can see Saturn, Mars, Mercury, and also some asteroid, night sky, Neptune, universal. So I'm in love with this palette because these shadows are so pigmented. I'll show you swatches. I highly recommend this palette if you need some colorful palette. I have this highlighter palette, and to be honest, I used this palette just once, but I like it. These highlighters are so beautiful. As you can see, I used this one. And also I have eyeshadow palette. This palette with warm golden shadows, but also we have some purple, pinky and green shadows. I love this palette and highly recommend it. Now I'll show you a palette from Freedom. Here we have only shimmer shadows. They are so good. Just look at these shades, this dark blue, dark purple. They are so pigmented, guys. This palette called Pro 12 Romance and Jewels. Also I have a palette from Makeup Obsession. This is Be Crazy About palette. We have some colorful shadows, purple, blue, minty, some yellow, red. I really like this palette. The next one I want to show you is this palette, which is called Redemption Palette Iconic 3. We have 12 shadows with some pinky, purple tones. Also, I have two palettes from the collection of Zodiac Signs. I have water signs and air signs. I used these palettes so many times. Easy to blend, pigmented, and just I love these shades. This palette with green golden shadows. Air palette has blue tones, but also here we have some gray and warm shadows. And I'll show you the last section, these palettes from I Love Revolution. And here we have this so funny eyeshadow palette. You can see this hot dog. This palette has warm red, golden, brown shadows. And the last palettes, so cute and so nice palettes, guys. Just look at these. And we have some blue shades. Most of the shades in this palette are shimmery, and we have only one matte shadow. I absolutely love these shades in here. So beautiful. Also, I have this purple eyeshadow palette, and in this palette we can see stars. This palette with pinky, brown, purple shades. We have 3 matte shadows and the others are shimmery. And the last one is pink palette with pinky shadows. Also, as you can see, we have only 3 matte shadows. Ooh, it was my full collection of Makeup Revolution palettes. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know which palette from Makeup Revolution is your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and give this video a thumbs up. See ya in the next videos.